Heyo, Cool Skeleton 111 here. How y'all doing? Alright. Well, before we get started, a few follows to mention. Our newest members of the Bone Pile are Krona the Leshy and another Harper. Yay! Alright. We are inching closer to that affiliate goal. Yay! Alright, anyway. Today, we're going to be getting back into Ace Attorney! We're very close to the end of this segment of the trilogy, so that's going to be exciting. Well, I suppose, with that being said, are you all ready to get into it? Well, here we go. What? Hold on a sec. It went over to my other monitor. Okay, let's try this again. There we go. Alright. Well, let's continue. Investigation Day 3. Well, I believe we were going to somewhere. What were we doing? I am very forgetful, so I apologize. Grossberg? Yeah. We were going to Grossberg to give him some evidence, I believe. Alright. December 27th. Grossberg Law Offices. And please be prepared for some terrible voice acting. He's out. Again.
When does he work anyway?
Now, don't be harsh. I guess we'll have to come back later. Okay, I guess that wasn't it. Why are you still here, Larry? Frick, where were we going? Were we going to... Nope, not Edgeworth. To the boathouse again? I really forget. Nothing left in the safe.
I wonder why the caretaker didn't... Bleh. Why the caretaker didn't take the letter with him.
He left in a hurry, right? I don't think he even came back here after that trial. Because we found the letter and we need to give it to somebody. Gumshoe? Might stop by the, department. Nope. Okay. I don't think Larry would know anything about this. Woohoo! I was hot out there. Hot! I forget his voice. Again! Frick! I'm glad someone's happy about how this case is going. He seems too happy to care about anything I show him. Alright. Look at the little slavey. Alright. Crossword. No. Uh, do I have to show Polly something? I might just go back and rewatch my VOD just to see where I was. Again, it's been like a few days since I've streamed this, so I guess I'll go show Polly some stuff. Nope, go back. I guess I can't. Alright, hold on one moment. Alright, be right back. Sorry about that. Well, so far, nothing. I guess I'll just keep examining. If I get too stuck, I'll look at the walkthrough again. That fishing pole looks expensive.
Maybe we should bring it to Detective Gumshoe.
Don't you think that caretaker would mind?
Well, we can just leave him the metal detector in exchange.
Maybe we'd better not. What's wrong?
Oh, 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 never mind.
What? Tell me.
Just when I saw the TV, I remembered. They're showing the Pink Princess special this week.
Oh.
See? That's why I didn't want to tell you.
Alright, well, alright, I think it's walkthrough time. I seriously do not remember what I'm supposed to do next. Nope. Sheesh. I seriously don't know what I need to do. Court record. Let's see, we got the parrot. We got the letter. Feel free to help out in chat if you want. It's like, I am seriously stuck. Oh, do I have to talk to him? Okay. Maybe this was it. Larry, you really helped out in the trial today.
You did! If you weren't there, Larry, I'm sure Mr. Edgeworth would have been found guilty.
But seriously, Nick, that boat shop taker guy is pretty suspicious. But Edgy ain't off the hook yet.
Way to spoil the mob, Larry.
Hey, I'm just a guy sitting in the audience, you know. And from where I was sitting, Edgy seemed pretty, edgy. I mean, can you really know he's telling the truth about that night? I don't know. But what I do know is I'm going to believe in you two until the end. Us two?
Edgeworth and who else? You mean me, right?
No, he means me. Right, Nick? Yeah, you, Larry.
You, Larry?
Huh? Actually, yeah. Why me, Nick?
Oh, enough with the silent treatment! Nick, why do you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? I mean, he's changed recently, true. When we first met him, he was kind of a jerk, don't you know?
You didn't know him back then. Back when he wanted to become a defense attorney.
Wait, was that when you two were classmates?
Yes, in grade school. They saved me. Miles. And Larry. They saved me, and I'll never forget it. That's why I became a defense attorney, you know?
What? Hey, Larry! What's he talking
Huh? Sorry, I kind of forgot.
about? Oh. Okay, Nick, out with it! I'm gonna hear this story today, and that's final!
Okay. It's kind of a long story, so hang in there. It was the very end of 3rd grade. I was on a trial. A class trial.
Class trial?
You remember, Larry? Spring, the end of 3rd grade? A kid in our class got his lunch money stolen.
Lunch money?
Our school was really small. Every month, kids would bring in an envelope with money for lunch from home.
Huh. I see.
Anyway, this kid's envelope disappeared, with $38 still inside. Oh, yeah. Now that you mention it, I do remember that. I could see why you'd forget, though. You were out of school that day. Anyway, the envelope had been stolen during PE class. I was coming down with a cold, so I skipped PE that day. I was the only one not in class.
So, they thought you did it?
Yeah. The kids in class said I should be put on trial.
Trial?
So the next day, we held a classroom trial, with me as the defendant.
I didn't do it! Guilty! He did it!
Guilty!
It was... Give me my money back! You're such a meanie! Just admit it!
Blah 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 blah. I'm not skipping. Now, Phoenix, you know you shouldn't steal people's money. It's not right. In the end, even the teacher thought I'd done it. Go over and apologize, Phoenix. I didn't know what was happening. I was so sad. I couldn't stop crying. Everyone was staring at me like I'd done it. I tried to apologize. I went to where the boy whose money had been stolen was sitting. That's what had happened.
He shouldn't have to apologize. The only thing that belongs in a trial is evidence. Anything else has no place. You all should be ashamed. Amateurs? Miles? It wasn't you who stole my money, was it? No. Then you shouldn't apologize. Everyone's been shouting you did it, but no one has any proof. That is why, Your Honor, this boy is innocent. But Miles, it was your money that was stolen.
Yeah, he did it!
Why don't you all just shut up?
This is always how it is. Everybody's ganging up and picking on one person. Just think how he feels. He said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it.
Very well. I will replace the money myself. This class trial is over. And that's how it happened. After that, the three of us were the best of friends.
Well, I had no idea.
Yeah, I had no idea either. I mean, I forgot.
And that's when I learned that what it meant to be alone. Totally alone, without a friend in the world.
You did a good thing, Larry.
Yeah, well, I was just lucky that I took the day off of school. If I'd been there, they would have thought I'd done it. So I took it kind of personally, see? When something smells, it's usually the butts. Anyway, Edgeworth and I talked after that class trial. That's when I heard his father was a defense attorney. I remember his eyes would shine when he talked about his father.
I'm going to become a defense attorney, just like my father. A famous defense attorney.
Then, a few months later, he suddenly transferred to another school.
The DL6 incident.
Right. I'm not sure, but the transfer probably had to do with his father's death.
That's so sad.
It was several years later when I heard Edgeworth's name again. There was an article about him in the newspaper. The headline was something like, "Dark Suspicions of a Demon Attorney." Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, covering up facts. The article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything.
But
Why? What happened? I mean, that's not Edgy I used to know at all. That's what I thought, too. I tried to get in touch with him. I don't know how many times. He never replied.
I guess he didn't want to see his old friends.
I couldn't just drop it, though. I wanted to meet him, to learn why he'd become who he became. That's when I decided.
Wait, you don't mean... That's why? That's why you became a defense attorney? To meet Edgeworth?
If I was a defense attorney, I knew he'd have to meet me, whether he wanted to or not. In court. Edgeworth believed in me, and I believed in him. He's in pain, and no one's on his side. I'm the only one who knows the real Edgeworth. I'm the only one who can help him.
Whoa, Nick!
So, is that why you helped me out for free? Yes. I helped you because I believed in you. Except I don't remember saying I'd do it for free.
Oh, Nick! Nick! We have to save Mr. Edgeworth! If it's the last thing we do! Okay?
Right. It very well may be.
First, there's that rental boat shop caretaker. We need to find out who or what he is.
I'd settle for who. I guess I could also clean out some of the evidence I no longer need. Okay, let's go. Alright, that's what we were missing. We didn't talk to Larry yet. Alright. December 27th, Detention Center, Visitors Room. You look as grim as always.
Mr. Edgeworth? I heard the story about the class trial.
Class trial? What do you mean?
You don't remember?
No, I don't.
Your lunch money was stolen, wasn't it? In 3rd grade?
Lunch money. Right. Yes, I seem to remember something like that.
Nick, I think you're the only one who remembers, really.
Well, it probably only really mattered to me anyway.
Mr. Edgeworth, didn't you know? That trial was the reason Nick became a defense attorney.
Maya, shut up! Ridiculous. Gee, thanks. That said, it does sound like the kind of thing you do. You haven't changed a bit, have you, Wright? So simple. To a fault, even. Well, maybe, yeah. But, I think you changed too much, Edgeworth. Perhaps. Hey, Edgeworth. Why did you become a prosecutor anyway? You used to look up to your dad. You said you wanted to be a defense attorney, right? I couldn't let myself deny reality like you. What do you mean? My father was taken from me, and you want me to defend criminals? I'm sorry, Wright, but I'm not that good of a person.
One suspect was apprehended in your father's murder, right?
Yes, the man trapped in the elevator with my father. His name was Yanni Yogi. He had to be the shooter. Any way you look at it. Yet, he was found innocent. That defense attorney got him off the hook.
That would be Robert Hammond.
On that day, 15 years ago, the three of us were trapped in that elevator for 5 hours. When we were rescued, we all suffered oxygen deprivation. I had lost all memory of the murder.
Lost your memory?
Even now, I can't recall what happened in that elevator. That was the crux of Yogi's attorney's argument in court. He claimed Yanni Yogi had been not of sound mind due to the oxygen deprivation. Yogi was released due to lack of evidence. Innocent. That's when I changed my mind. I started to hate defense attorneys.
What's your relationship with Von Karma?
He's my teacher, and a man who deserves respect. I learned everything I know of courtroom techniques from him.
So he's like my sister was to you, Nick.
He is a perfectionist in all things. In court, in his personal life, he is obsessed with doing everything perfectly.
Perfectly, huh?
In all the cases he has taken on, none were left unsolved. And not one suspect was declared innocent, ever. I know. It's possible for some of the suspects were indeed innocent. However, it is impossible for us to accurately determine that in every case. All Von Karma does in his job to find the suspect guilty perfectly. In any case, it's nigh well impossible to find a weakness in him. Should a weakness appear, he would do everything in his power to make it go away.
Edgeworth? If what you're saying is true, you're headed for a guilty sentence tomorrow. You're headed for a guilty sentence tomorrow.
He's right! Now's no time to praise the enemy, Mr. Edgeworth!
It's a strange situation in which I find myself, I'll admit.
No kidding. Alright, let's go. Edgeworth? See this letter? This came out of the safe in the shack where that boat rental caretaker lives.
I see. Revenge on me?
Who is that old guy anyway?
I don't know. Could he be an innocent defendant who got declared guilty or something? Nice, Wright. But I don't remember that old man. Not at all.
So, he was following this letter then?
Which means there was someone else behind it. Now is the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. Two men, meaning myself and Robert Hammond.
It also says, this is your last chance.
Last chance? Wait. Maybe he's talking about the statute of limitations on the Deal 6 incident. Wait, that old man!
What is it? Do you know who he is?
Yogi. Could he be Yogi?
Yogi? Yogi the bear?
The suspect in the Deal 6 incident. The one who was found innocent. Yanni Yogi was a court bailiff at the time. We just happened to be in that elevator together 15 years ago. The quake was incredibly strong. Before I knew it, everything was dark. We were there for so long it felt like forever. The air thinned, and the darkness closed in on us, in that little box. We became unsettled.
Help! I can't breathe!
Quiet! I said quiet! You're not making this any easier!
I want to get out! Help! Yes, help!
Don't shout! You'll just use up more oxygen! That's all I remember. When I came to, I was just in a hospital bed, staring up at the ceiling. In court, Yanni Yogi's mental condition was called into question. They claimed the oxygen deprivation and stress had caused temporary insanity. In the end, the claim passed the court and Yanni Yogi was found innocent.
Oh, but isn't that strange? His letter tells him to get revenge on Edgeworth. Why would he want to take revenge on you?
Right. Yeah? There's something that's been troubling me these last few days. I didn't know whether or not I should tell you. You mean the nightmare? It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed? A memory of a murder. I think the time has come to tell you. For the last 15 years, I've had the same dream almost every night. I wake up in a fearful sweat every time.
What kind of dream?
It's a dream about my father's killing in the dark.
Help! I can't breathe!
Quiet! I said quiet! You're not making this any easier.
I want to get out! Help! Get us out!
Don't shout. You'll just use up more oxygen.
I can't breathe! You're using up all my air!
What?
Stop breathing my air! I'll stop you!
What? What are you?
Stop breathing my air! No, father! He's attacking father!
Then I see the pistol lying by my feet. I don't know if it was evidence from that day in court or the bailiffs. In a daze, I picked up the pistol.
Get away! Get away from my father!
And with that scream, I wake up. It's a bone-chilling scream. A scream that has rung in my ears for the past 15 years.
That's just a dream, right? Right?
That, though, is the only thing that has kept me sane for the last 15 years. But what if I'm wrong? What if it's real? They say that sometimes people shut out memories in self-defense. Maybe it was I who killed my father.
What?
If you think about it that way, this letter makes sense. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Think about it. Yogi was really innocent. That's why he wanted revenge against me.
Wait, Edgeworth! You mean...
It was me. I was the true criminal deal 6. I shot my father.
This is bad.
What are we going to do, Nick? What can we do?
I don't know. I don't think there's anything we can do. Like it or not. If there's someone else who knows a lot about the DL6 incident, maybe...
There is, Nick! There is someone who knows about DL6!
There is, huh? Let's go see him. December 27th, Groesberg Law Offices. Mr. Groesberg!
Hello there. What's wrong? You look troubled.
No kidding! I can't believe you're not!
Just calm down and tell me what's happened to me.
It's Mr. Edgeworth!
Right, dear. So it was the direct he shot his own father.
I wonder.
What?
If that's the case, then why do you two look so troubled? Hmm? Also consider this. Yogi quite certainly holds a deep grudge against Miles Edgeworth. So deep he'd want to frame him for murder. This leads me to surmise that Mr. Edgeworth's dream was not a dream. It was real, as you imagined.
If he just chucked the gun, I mean, it probably wouldn't have fired. Unless the safety was removed or something. I don't know. I don't know much about guns.
Mr. Miles Edgeworth threw the pistol to save his father. The pistol fired, and the deed was done.
No! I don't believe it!
Yogi was suspected of murder, and his career as a bailiff was irrevocably wrecked. Thus, he sought revenge on Miles Edgeworth. This was his last chance, of course, with the statute of limitations so close. When Gregory Edgeworth was killed, the police called on a spirit medium. That was your mother, Misty Fay. I am Gregory Edgeworth. I have been killed. The one who shot me was the bailiff, Yanni Yogi. Yet Yogi was found innocent.
That's when my mother left us. Everyone called her a fraud.
That's right. Everyone thought she was, you see. Yet, now that I think about it seems that one who lied was Gregory Edgeworth's ghost. Gregory Edgeworth must have known who shot him.
I don't believe it. So you're saying he falsified his testimony? That Edgeworth's dad lied to protect his son?
It's only a possibility, mind you. But a possibility nonetheless.
You wouldn't happen to know anything about this letter, would you?
Oh, so this is the letter? It does seem that Yogi was following this letter when he killed Hammond.
Well, why kill Robert Hammond?
Hammond was a skilled defense attorney, but he defended clients not for their sake, but his own.
Huh? His own sake.
He never trusted his clients, that one.
Oh shoot, has the game audio not been going on this entire time? I am so sorry. Don't want that to happen again. Oh my gosh. So half of the stream has just been silence. Alright. I gotta always remind myself to check for that. Okay, anyway.
But he got his clients found innocent. So why should it matter?
Actually, my dear, it's quite different. He won that innocent verdict from no one but himself. Yogi was a free man. but socially, he was ruined.
Huh?
You'll understand soon enough. Wait!
What is it?
This letter. I've seen this handwriting somewhere before. Long time ago. Whose handwriting was this? Do you have any idea who wrote this?
Well, if he can't really write, and Miles says he didn't do it, and he's included in the thing, that leaves one other suspect. Would it be Manfred von Karma?
Von Karma? Why would he have something to do with this?
Well, I'm not sure.
Von Karma. Von Karma. But wait! You're right, my boy. This is Von Karma's handwriting. I'm sure of it. I used to see it all the time in court reports.
But that means the one who told Mr. Yogi to kill was...
Correct. Manfred von Karma himself.
What does this mean? Then, why would Von Karma want to frame Edgeworth?
If it truly was Von Karma who wrote this letter, then he would have known the truth. He would know that Miles Edgeworth had accidentally killed his own father. He'll say as much tomorrow in court, I should think. He'll press the point until the court finds Miles Edgeworth guilty. Oh no!
How could Von Karma know about Mr. Edgeworth's past like that? Even Mr. Edgeworth thought it was just a nightmare.
That I do not know. Yet I do know that Von Karma is both persistent and perfectionist. He may be seeking to satisfy a grudge against Gregory Edgeworth by hurting his son.
What do you mean?
It was 15 years ago. Von Karma met Gregory Edgeworth in court, and Von Karma did win. But he didn't make it through the trial unscarred.
What happened in the trial between Edgeworth's dad and Von Karma?
Von Karma, the guilty verdict. Von Karma got the guilty verdict he wanted. He won the trial. But Gregory Edgeworth accused Von Karma of faulty evidence. And though he lost the trial, Mr. Edgeworth's accusations stood.
Faulty evidence?
It was the only penalty Von Karma had ever received in his career as a prosecutor. Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record.
Well...
It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see.
A vacation?
Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first. And the last vacation he has taken in many years of prosecuting.
Really? He doesn't take vacations? Like, go to the sea or the mountains? Don't tell me he's never been to Europe!
have strange ideas about vacations, Maya.
In any case, that was the only time he took a vacation from work. I believe the penalty upset him quite a lot.
Odd. He wanted to keep a perfect record so badly. Why would he have taken such a long vacation?
What do we do, Nick? Bum Karma is going to bring up Deal 6. You can bet on it. What if Mr. Edgeworth pleads guilty in Deal 6?
I won't let him!
Yes, Mr. Wright. I hate to say this, but even accidental murder is murder, you know.
I know that! I just believe in Edgeworth's innocence. I can't believe he'd kill someone.
But Nick! Mr. Edgeworth admits it himself! His father must have lied to protect him from beyond the grave!
I don't care! I know he's not guilty.
Mr. Wright, if you say so, I suppose I could go check again. The police files might hold something of interest.
Mr. Grossberg, thank you.
I can't promise anything. In fact, I think the chances of finding something are slim.
I understand. The police materials. Nothing here. December 27th, Police Department, Criminal Affairs.
There's hardly anyone here!
Everyone must be out looking for the old guy, Yogi. Ah, it's you! I don't think Gumshoe will be coming back any. Back today. He's staying out late looking for someone.
Sounds like Detective Gumshoe is pounding the pavement for real! We were wondering if we could check out the records room again.
Well, now, I can't have just anyone wander around in here. But I might guess Von Karma is in there now anyway. You can go in as long as he's there.
Von Karma?
Yes. He just arrived, actually. Von Karma's in the records room.
Nick! Well, hey!
We gotta get in there. December 27th, Police Department, Records Room.
Dusty as always!
You were only here just yesterday. I'm sure they just haven't had time to clean.
What's wrong, Nick?
Nothing. I was just noticing that he isn't here. Von Karma. Why is that drawer open?
Huh? One of the drawers here is open.
Someone must have been looking in it recently.
The label says Unsolved Cases. Evidence.
Unsolved cases.
Nick! The file for Deal 6! It's completely empty!
What?
What are you doing in here?
This was Von Karma!
You! How do you know my name? Have we met?
What are you saying? We see each other every day, don't we? We're Miles Edgeworth's defense team.
Defense team? I beg your pardon. You see, I rarely remember defense terms. They're like bugs to me. Needless things to be crushed.
I can see how this guy was Edgeworth's mentor.
Tomorrow will be the last day of this trial. It's been a while since I've had a defense attorney last this long. Still, you will lose in the end. Miles Edgeworth will admit his own guilt.
His guilt of 15 years ago, you mean?
You are quite the researcher. If you've done your homework so well, then certainly you must understand. You know what Miles Edgeworth will tell the court tomorrow.
Oh, we were right. So Von Karma is going to bring up DL6 in court tomorrow.
Mr. Edgeworth is your student, right?
A romanticist who still can't shed that veneer of amateurism. Just like his father. Always second rate.
Mr. Von Karma. You had an axe crime to Mr. Gregory Edgeworth, didn't you?
Me? A grudge against a mere defense attorney? Why?
Because he dealt a blow to your otherwise perfect trial record? So you did. But what I don't get is, why did you take his son under your wing afterwards? The son of your most bitter rival.
That, my dear attorney, is none of your business.
Okay. I feel like we shouldn't show him this, but I'm going to anyway. Mr. Von Karma, have a look at this. This was you, wasn't it? You instructed Yanni Yogi to commit murder.
Yanni Yogi. How many years has it been since I've heard him called by that name? He's a fool. I told him to burn it after he read
So you did it! You wrote Yuki this letter!
it. Yes, my dear defense attorney. Thanks. Thank you for taking the trouble to bringing it to me. You saved me from a lot of needless hassle.
What?
Eric! What is happening?
Oh shoot, he's got a taser! Stun gun! For self-defense, usually.
Indeed. 600,000 volts will course through your body like a dog touching an electric fence.
600,000.
Oh, don't worry. People don't die from it, usually. Now, give me the letter.
No!
Oh, what are you?
Maya? Maya!
Out of my way! Ah!
We just got jumped. He got us. The letter's gone. Of course. He even took all the DL6 evidence. All of it. Back to having no clues. Wait. Maya jumped first. Maya! Is she okay? Maya! Maya! Open your eyes! Maya!
Letter! Did he take it?
Huh? Oh, yeah. Are you okay?
I couldn't stop him. I jumped as fast as I could. But one shot from that thing knocked me out cold. I'm useless. I'm no good as a lawyer or a medium. I can't even call my sister. Not even now, when we need her the most. I wish I hadn't woken up at all.
What the heck are you saying, Maya? Maya! There has to be some way I can help her. Better do something about her self-confidence first. Maya. She's holding something. What's that? A bullet? DL6 incident evidence number 7. Taken from the heart of Gregory Edgeworth? I remember. Von Karma was holding this when Maya jumped him. DL6 bullet stashed in a pocket. I'll prove it to you, Maya. You're most definitely not useless. I'll prove it to you in court tomorrow. Dang. That just... woof. Definitely saving that. The final trial day. Something's gonna get... December 28th, 9:51 a.m. District Court. Defendant Lobby number 2. This is it. Judgment Day. Today, things are going to get settled at last. A lot of things. What's the big deal?
Sorry, Nick! I only touched your shoulder! I guess the shock hasn't worn off from my run-in with the stun gun yesterday. Anyhow, today's the last day of the trial. Good luck, Nick!
Yeah. Thanks, Maya. Edgeworth is looking glum as always. I hope Von Karma doesn't push him too hard. Whoa!
Whoa! What are you doing?
Sorry, I'm so sorry! I just thought I'd cheer you up with a pat on the back!
Maya. Maybe you should go outside and discharge?
Right! Good idea!
Try not to electrocute anyone on your way out.
Whoa, yeah, pal! What's gotten into that girl?
Detective Gumshoe.
Morning, Mr. Edgeworth. Good morning.
How did it go, Detective?
Heck, no fear. As promised, I've captured our runaway caretaker. I just brought him in. Took all night, pal.
Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. You must be tired.
Actually, after that shock, I got on the way in. I feel pretty good.
Yogi says he's forgotten his own name. But that has to be a lie. Why would he want revenge on Edgeworth if he couldn't remember his past? He does remember. I'm going to prove it. December 28th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 3.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
The prosecution is ready. Right. Very well. We have reached the final day of our proceedings in this trial. I ask that the prosecution submit decisive evidence. Understood.
Come on, don't be awed into silence by every little thing he says.
Very well, Mr. Montgomery. Your opening statement? Right. Thanks to the Detective Gumshoe's efforts, the boat rental shop caretaker has been arrested. Yesterday's trial, the defense asserted that the caretaker was the murderer. However, the caretaker has yet to confirm this. I would like to ask the defense to cross-examine him as much as necessary. Very well. Please bring the witness into the courtroom.
I feel like this is a trap. Oh well.
Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I believe you will remember our witness. He lives in the boat rental shop on the lake from where he witnessed the incident. In addition, he has completely lost memory of his name and identity. Witness? Why did you run away yesterday? The witness was not running away, as he will now testify. I see. Very well, then please begin your testimony.
Let's see if I can remember his voice.
Oh boy.
Why I left court.
I'm really sorry about just leaving yesterday like I did. But I wasn't run away or nothing. I went to buy some food for Holly, see? I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. I need one of those motorproof things, right? And I don't got one. So my testimony yesterday stands as is.
Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, shall we?
He has to know his name. Yanni Yogi. You're Yanni Yogi, and I'm going to prove it. No, thank you. We don't want none of that. Alright, sorry, back to the trial. Hold it! You've lost much of your memory. Is that correct?
Yep, seems like it.
Then how could you know that you didn't have anything to do with this incident? Or maybe you're lying about not having your memory? You know exactly who you are.
The witness has testified quite clearly that he has no memory of who he is. If you claim he is lying, then show the court proof.
How am I supposed to prove what's going on in that old codger's head? That's impossible!
I'm glad you've come to your senses, Mr. Wright. Very well. Witness, please continue.
How can you say you had no motive? I say you do. You had a grudge against Edgeworth and the victim Robert Hammond. That's why you took revenge on them, right?
Please don't make me repeat myself, Mr. Wright. This witness has no memory of anything beyond several years ago. He can't hold a grudge. It's impossible.
I have to prove he's lying about his memory. Otherwise his claim to be the same thing over and over until the trial ends.
Might I say something, Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor.
You've been saying the same thing over and over now. You've been throwing the witness's memory of the past, or lack thereof, into questioning. But does this really have anything to do with the current case?
Of course, Your Honor. The witness has said he has nothing to do with this case, and no motive. Both of these statements are lies!
Mr. Wright, there's a serious problem with your claim. Or are you saying you know who this witness is?
Of course, Your Honor.
Oh, now this is interesting. I would like to know myself. Who is he?
Don't play dumb on Karma.
Mr. Wright, please tell us this witness's name.
Yanni Yogi. Who else? His name is Yanni Yogi, a former court bailiff.
Hey, Yogi? That name seems familiar. Oh! Yanni Yogi? From the DL6 incident?
It figures the judge would have heard of it. It was such a famous case.
But what does this mean?
Your Honor, If this man is Mr. Yogi, then he has a clear motive.
Jumping to conclusions again, Mr. Wright. This man, this witness, is Yana Yogi? Fascinating. However, how do you propose to prove this to the court? This is a court of law, as you may recall. You need proof. And allow me to repeat once more that the witness has lost his memory.
This is it. I have to do this now. If I can't prove he's Yogi right here, right now, then I've got nowhere else to go. I'm going to save real quick. Been a while since we've done so.
Nick! How are you going to prove it? How can you prove that he's Yana Yogi?
It's okay. It's actually quite simple. Your Honor! Please take this man's fingerprints. Then, we'll compare them to the fingerprints on a file for Yana Yogi 15 years ago.
I see. That makes sense.
Huh?
I am so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright.
Why?
The witness has no fingerprints.
Okay, can you do like a DNA thing or something? What? What? No fingerprints?
You see, before I worked as a caretaker, I worked at a chemical plant. I burned my fingers while working with the stuff.
What? Yogi, you sneak. You burned your fingerprints off to hide your past.
Well, if the witness has no fingerprints, I guess we will not be able to prove his identity.
No!
Well, what will you do now, Mr. Wright? It seems that the case has been decided, no?
No! I know what happened. I know everything! I just can't prove it! But, no. I can't let it end like this. I can't lose! There has to be another way.
There is no one who can testify as to who this witness is. No one!
Nick! What are we going to do?
I didn't even consider that he might have erased his fingerprints. What do I do?
Well, Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to cross-examine his parrot for a little comic relief?
Yeah, very funny. You're a sore winner, Von Karma. Wait a second. Cross-examine his parrot?
What is it, Nick? No! You're not going to...
Your Honor! The defense would like to take Von Karma up on his proposal.
Take Mr. Von Karma up? On my proposal?
Exactly, Your Honor. I would like to cross-examine the witness's pet parrot.
You what?
Well, what do you think, Mr. Von Donna? Did you even ask? This is a farce. I object.
Wait a second. You were the one who suggested I cross-examine the parent, Von Karma. I have a right to do as you suggested.
Well, if you're so desperate, then please be my guest. Of course, should you go through with this, and nothing comes of it, then I hope you're ready for the consequences.
Nick! This is crazy!
Well, still want to go through with your little game?
What other choice do we have? I'll let the parent take the stand. I will cross-examine her, Your Honor.
This is the most ridiculous thing I have ever heard.
Von Karma's rigged every person's testimony, every piece of evidence. Except the parrot! She's my last chance! At least, I think so.
Believe? Bring in the parrot! That's quite a bird. Please tell us your name. Name! The witness is ignoring me.
It must hurt to be ignored by a bird.
Very well, witness. Who is your owner? Please, testify for us.
Who is your owner?
Certainly the most concise testimony we've ever had so far. Very well, begin your cross-examination.
Right.
What are you going to do, Nick?
I don't know. What do we do, Maya?
Oh.
Witness, you can't just say hello and expect us to get anywhere. I think they forgot the trick on how to make Polly talk. I want you to testify. Maya, you talk to her.
But wait! What do I say?
As I recall 2 days ago.
Polly! Have we forgotten something? Squat! Don't forget to use 6! Squat!
If I can get Polly to say that here, that will prove that the caretaker had something to do with DL6.
Polly, have we forgotten something? Hello, Squat! Huh? That's not what you're supposed to say! Forgot! Something we forgot! Hello, Squat! Uh-oh! I think it's not working, Nick! She won't say it!
This is ridiculous. Why won't she say it?
Something's the matter, Mr. Wright.
Wait. Don't tell me Von Karma expected this. He couldn't have retrained the parrot, could he? Did he train her not to respond when we asked if we'd forgotten anything? Okay, let's try that again. Witness! Yeah. Maybe I should get her to say her name.
Polly! Polly! What's your name? Hi! Bye!
Mr. Wright? I think we've established that this parrot is named Polly. Does this have anything to do with her owner's identity?
Checking the court record. Elevator, oxygen depleted, no goose fence. Gregory Edgeworth, Miles Edgeworth. Wait, Polly! After his arrest, fiancée Polly Jenkins, no. Of course it does!
Ha! Fascinating. You claim that the parrot's name will prove her owner's identity? Then show us this proof.
Nick! Don't you think you're taking the book and the bottle too far?
Listen, we're not here to answer the question of who is the caretaker. We're here to prove that he is Yanni Yogi. All we have to do is tie the name Polly to Yogi. Your Honor, the proof that the parrot's name reveals the caretaker's identity is...
Take that! The DL6 case file? That's quite a large file you have there. Which page is this proof on then? Show us or stop wasting our time. Very well. Mr. Wright, please show us the page. Where is this file and the information connected to the parrot's name?
Suspect date? It's on the suspect data page. This page has all the information about Yanni Yogi. Right after he was arrested, his fiancée committed the not alive, see?
Indeed, it does say that. Yes.
What was his fiancée's name?
Polly Jenkins. Polly!
Exactly, Your Honor. He wanted to remember the name of his fiancée who had committed the not alive. That's why he named his parrot after her.
I see. I guess that's possible.
Objection!
Bah! A mere coincidence, that's all. My granddaughter has a dog she calls Phoenix. Well, Mr. Phoenix Wright, does this make you my granddaughter's fiancé?
What? What? Huh? She's only...
She's only 17 years old.
7 years old. Blech. Yikes.
Indeed. Alone it is over a week evidence in a murder trial. We should need some other corroborating evidence.
Where am I going to find that?
Nick! We're getting closer! One more! If we can find just one more piece of evidence!
Right, but what?
Very well, witness. You may continue.
Guess we'll press again. Maybe I'll get her to say the number of that safe.
Huh? The safe? Why?
Let's just try to get her to say anything, okay?
Holly! What's the number to the safe in the shack? 1228! 1228!
Hi! The reckless parrot! Well, Mr. Wright, you aren't claiming that this number has something to do with the caretaker.
Actually, it does. That's why I had her say it.
Ha! Ridiculous! How can the number to a safe tell us who the caretaker is? Show us your proof. What could possibly link this number to the caretaker's true identity?
1228, right there.
Take that! The Deal 6 case file? What is this obsession you have with that case? Mr. Wright, where in this file is something relating to that safe number?
Case summary. It's on the case summary page.
The case summary?
Specifically, the date on which the DL6 incident occurred.
The date of the incident? December 28th. Why, that's today's date! 15 years ago!
And the number on that safe is 1228. He used the date of the DL6 incident as the number for a safe, Your Honor. That's how important that date was to him.
I see. It certainly is an interesting coincidence. People often do set their secret numbers to dates.
Objection!
Oh, this is not tangible proof. I set my ATM cards number to 001. 0001. Because I am number one.
Do 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 do.
This has nothing to do with the date. Nothing. That's enough. I think we've reached a conclusion here. This is a mere coincidence. That is all. True, that is a possibility. However, two coincidences at the same time seems more like a pattern to me. What are you saying? Summon the caretaker of the boat shop! Immediately! Witness, tell us your name.
Objection!
Wait, this witness, he doesn't remember?
No, it's okay. I've accomplished what I want to do. I'm done.
Nick! He looks totally different!
This is the real Yogi, I think. Finally. He's been acting feeble to hide his true identity. Acting for 15 years!
Well, let me ask you again. Please state your name to the court.
My name is Yanni Yogi. 15 years ago, I served as a bailiff in this very court.
Order! Yanni Yogi. So was it you who killed Robert Hammond? And tried to frame Miles Edgeworth for his death?
Yes, it was me. I did it. They put me on the witness stand for 15 years ago. Robert Hammond. He said I was mentally sound. Unsound. He told me it would make me innocent. Get me off the hook. So I pretended to have brain damage. I was innocent, really. But he didn't believe in me. He won the trial, but I lost everything. I lost my job, my fiancé, my social standing. Then, this year, 15 years later, the package arrived. It was a letter and a pistol. The plan was written out in careful detail. It was a plan for me to take my revenge on people who ruined my life. I didn't care who had said it. I thought this was my chance. After 15 years, this was it. Finally, I had a chance to have my revenge on Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth. I have no regrets.
Wait a moment. Revenge? Against Miles Edgeworth? What do you mean?
I'm not at liberty to speak on that matter. Why don't you ask Mr. Edgeworth yourself? Anyway, I admit it. I was the one who killed Robert Hammond.
Come on. Where's Mr. Yogi?
Under arrest, Your Honor. I saw no room for error in his confession.
Then, the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, is...
Innocent. In this case, at least.
Very well. Will the defendant please take the stand? There are a few mysteries left unsolved. Still, you are cleared of suspicion for this particular case. So I would like to pass judgment on the murder of Mr. Robert Hammond. Any objections?
I don't believe it! Why isn't Von Carla saying anything?
Very well. This court finds the defendant Miles Edgeworth
Not guilty! Whoa, confetti!
That is all. This court is adjourned.
Objection!
Did someone just say objection?
It wasn't Von Karma. Wait. That means... No! Edgeworth?
Your Honor, I object to your judgment.
Oh no. I was just laughing at the sprite.
What do you mean? I'm not innocent at all. As we have heard, Yanni Yogi killed Robert Hammond in revenge. But revenge for what?
Nick! Edgeworth is trying to confess! He's gonna say he's guilty! He's going to tell them he was the murderer in the DL6 incident! He's going to tell them he killed his own dad!
Uh-oh, what do I do? The judgment has already been passed. I object to Edgeworth's outburst.
Didn't something like this happen yesterday too?
I believe a southern witness raised an objection after a guilty verdict was passed. That would have been Larry.
We must hear this new statement. We must hear Miles Edgeworth. He is right. We have a duty to hear Mr. Edgeworth out.
Oh no!
For 15 years, I've had a recurring dream. A nightmare. It's only a nightmare. That's what I told myself. But now I know it wasn't a dream. Yanni Yogi wasn't the killer. You mean in the incident where your father died? From the distance of the shot, it wasn't suicide either. Everything was as clear as day. The murderer, criminal in the DL6 incident. It was me. Your Honor, I confess my guilt. I am guilty for DL6, the statute of limitations of which ends today. The culprit
Is me. Where are you pointing? Like, seriously. It's me! Points over at Von Karma. For Phoenix, sure, yeah.
Order! Order! This is certainly unexpected. The defendant declared innocent is confessing to a different crime. A crime for which the statute of limitations runs out today. I'm not really sure how I should deal with this. Bah! It's obvious. If we hold a trial, right here, right now. We try this man for his crime of 15 years ago. I think I would like to have a 5-minute recess. During this time, I will consider the appropriate course of action to take. Court is adjourned.
Ooh. Why did you have to do that, Edgeworth? December 28th, 2:24 p.m. District Court. Defendant Lobby number 2. So, I know we're running a little bit over our stream time, but I really want to get this done with. At least this section. Because we are very close.
I'm sorry, Mr. Wright.
Right. Not Mr.
I've just wasted all of your effort. Mr. Edgeworth, I just don't believe it, sir. I mean, you kill your dad? I didn't want to believe it myself, detective. But it's the truth. I deserve to be punished. A murder is a murder, no matter what the circumstances. This is crazy! Just crazy!
Huh? Nick? What are you doing?
Huh? Oh, I was just reading through the court record once more. I'm getting my case ready.
Your case? For what?
Isn't it obvious? I'm going to prove that Miles Edgeworth is innocent.
What are you talking about, pal? He just admitted to it. He confessed that he did in court.
I'm sorry, Edgeworth. I just don't believe your nightmare.
What?
It's just a dream. It's not real. The truth is right here in this court record. In any case, tighten your belts. The real fight is just beginning. I'll prove you're innocent. Trust me.
Right.
December 28th, 2:30 p.m., District Court, Courtroom number 3.
Now then, I would like to resume our trial.
Judge, Miles Edgeworth has admitted his own guilt. He has confessed his crime. Let us begin by hearing his testimony. Then, though pointless, let the defense do the cross-examining. The statute of limitations on the Tier 6 incident runs out today. Though it's unconventional for me, I'd like to run this one by the Pope.
I see. Does the defense have any objections?
No, Your Honor. Von Karma. You knew this was going to happen from the very beginning, didn't you?
Very well. Will Miles Edgeworth take the stand?
Will the witness state his name and profession?
Miles Edgeworth. I am a prosecuting attorney.
Mr. Edgeworth, 15 years ago, you mistakenly killed your own father, Gregory Edgeworth. Is this correct?
It is correct.
Then testify about this matter to the court.
When Edgeworth was telling me about his dream yesterday, I noticed something. One detail didn't quite fit. That will be the key. But only if I can get it to work.
Please, please!
The DL6 incident.
That day, I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot, then a scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. That's all. And until now, you thought this memory was a dream? We were stuck in that elevator for 5 hours. The oxygen in the elevator ran out, and I lost my memory of the events.
But the same claim Mr. Yogi has made.
Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
Yes, Your Honor. DL6 incident. What was it?
Pistol. I assume it was the bay thief, Yanni Yogi's. The safety must have come off when it fell from his holster.
And you picked it up? What happened next?
The gun fired once?
Yes. I think after I threw it, I lost consciousness. Since then, the effect echoed in my head every day. And that gunshot and that horrible scream. The scream. Hold on. Let's take a look at our evidence. Nope, that was not used in the case. Hold on. It was chucked across the room, and he was standing, like, against this wall over here, right? How would there have been a bullet in here and shot in his heart if that was the gun from in here? So, there was only one gunshot? Yes, I'm sure of that. I heard the shot, and the scream. Then everything faded. I was unconscious until the rescuers came.
I see.
No, Your Honor. Unfortunately, you don't. Take a look at this. This is a photograph of the scene of the crime 15 years ago. And in it lies a clear contradiction to Mr. Edgeworth's testimony.
Well, I can see the victim, Gregory Edgeworth, lying here. What do you mean, a contradiction?
Just as I thought, the judge is clueless, as always. Show the judge the contradiction in the photo. That should be obvious. The contradiction is here.
I see. A bullet hole in the door.
Your Honor, Miles Edgeworth testifies that there was only one gunshot. However, according to this photograph, not one, but two shots were fired. One shot hit the victim. The other hit the elevator door. I ask you then, why did Miles Edgeworth only hear one gunshot?
This photograph does seem to confirm a second shot. However, when was the hole in the elevator made? It might have been made. It might have been there before the incident occurred.
If that was the case, they would have had oxygen, like they so claim.
If it was there before, it has nothing to do with this incident.
Mr. Wright, do you have proof that this bullet hole was caused at the time of the incident?
Saving, because I can. I'm gonna say yes. Your Honor, I think I will be able to show you proof.
What? Impossible! No, Mr. Von Karma. Save your surprise for after you've seen the evidence. Very well, Mr. Wright. Show us your proof. What do you have that proves the bullet hole in the door was related to this incident?
Probably just the bullet.
Mr. Wright?
Okay. So I'm thinking no, we don't actually have any evidence. At least not physical evidence. I didn't think of that. I don't have any proof.
Aha! As I suspected. Given that all this happened 15 years ago, it's doubtful that any proof remains.
Nick! Take a look at this!
The court record?
Look! Doesn't this make you think?
Whoa! She's right. That is strange. Your Honor. Okay. So yes, we actually do have to... Yeah. DL6 thingy.
Take that!
Your Honor, the answer is in this file. Yeah, I guess we did have.
You do enjoy dragging out that file, don't you? I don't accept this evidence unless you can tell us on what page it's on. Which page shows us the link between the bullet hole and the DL6 incident?
Case summary.
Mr. Wright?
What do you mean? It was on there. The air was depleted. Okay, so it says it's fired twice. Okay, victim data. Got it. Look at the victim data in this file. It says it's quite plainly. The murder weapon was fired twice! Miles Edgeworth only heard one gunshot. Yet the murder weapon was fired twice!
Mr. Wright? What are you driving at?
It's simple, Your Honor. At the time of the incident, 2 shots were fired. One went into Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other hit the elevator door. Remember that the defendant lost consciousness after the shot he fired rang out. In conclusion, we must agree that the second one was fired by someone else.
Mr. Wright? Who could that someone else be?
The murderer, of course.
I knew I should have stepped in before your wild fantasies got out of hand. Mr. Wright, look once more at the ZL6 incident case file. Look closely.
Try the case summary page. The case summary. On that page, that's page 1. Now look what is written there. Not a single clue was found on the scene. If the pistol had indeed been fired 2 times, then the other bullet would have been discovered on the scene.
He does have a point.
That second bullet has never been found. Why? Because the second bullet does not exist. The bullet that claimed Gregory Edgeworth's life was the one fired by his own son. That is the truth of this matter. The whole truth. It was undoubtedly something else that made that bullet hole in the door. Trying to cover up something, are you?
Order! I will have order! Mr. Wright has proven one thing to us quite clearly. That the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. However, as Mr. Von Gama says, the second bullet was not found. It is highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked the second bullet. So all we have is the single bullet fired. I'm afraid I have to discount the defense's claim.
I praise the judges for his wisdom in this matter.
How did this happen?
I don't believe that the second bullet didn't exist. Was I wrong? Have I been wrong about this about this whole incident?
What are you doing, Nick? Why didn't you raise an objection?
I'm sorry, Maya.
What?
It looks like I was wrong.
Nick?
If the second bullet wasn't there, then all my conjectures are for nothing.
No! But you said you'd do it, Nick! You said you'd get Edgeworth to claim innocent!
I'm sorry. It's just, when I saw the photograph, I thought that 2 shots had been fired. I was so certain of it. I thought I'd won. I thought there was another person. Someone else who fired the killing shot. But now, I was wrong to think it could be that simple. This case has stood unsolved for 15 years.
Nick!
Well, it seems that we have finally cleared up this incident. Only 1 bullet was found at the scene of crime. That shot was fired by Miles Edgeworth.
Precisely.
I would like to ask one thing of Miles Edgeworth before passing my verdict. Have you been paying attention to the trial so far?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have any objections?
No, I do not.
So you killed your father, though that was not your intention?
Yes, I did.
Oh no! He's accepted his guilt!
Very well. The statute of limitations on the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, I must pronounce a verdict on the defendant today. Right here.
Right now.
Indeed. Does anyone have any objections?
I've been here before. It's just like my first day in court. There are so many things I know I should be saying. but my mind's gone blank. I can't find the words.
Mr. Wright?
We have to raise an objection.
Objection!
Your Honor, I object.
Mr. Wright, on what grounds do you object?
Nick?
I don't know. His case is perfect.
Oh no!
It must exist. The second bullet. What? What did you just say?
Nothing!
The second bullet must exist. But where? Someone took it.
It seems waiting is not going to produce us any answers from Mr. Wright.
Wait, Your Honor. The second bullet, it existed.
What? But we've just heard proof that it did not exist.
I realize that, Your Honor. I'm really grasping here. It's just... someone took it from the scene of crime. That's what happened.
But who?
The murderer!
Simon? Then tell us, just who is this murderer?
I'm still thinking that one.
So the criminal took the second bullet? But why?
Uh-huh.
First of all, how would they have found it? It's not easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright. Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for the bullet?
I don't think they had to find it. I don't think so. Why would the murderer have spent the time to look for that stray bullet anyway? I haven't gotten a clue.
What's wrong, Mr. Wright? Bah, the murderer had no reason to take that bullet. You don't want to admit it, but it's true.
Had to take it. Had to take it. The murderer? What does that mean? You're thinking too normally. Think crazy. Don't think why the bullet was taken. Think why the bullet had to be taken.
Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor? I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, the murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene. But, the murderer had to take the bullet.
Had to, Mr. Wright? What do you mean?
Well, for instance... For instance what? Maybe the bullet, hit the murderer?
The bullet hit the murderer?
Just saying, for instance. I mean, if it hit you, you would have to take it with you, wouldn't you? It's not like you could perform surgery right there. You know? Wait a second. I was just talking off the top of my head. What if that's really what happened?
Let me get this straight. So at the time the murderer themselves was shot? And they left with the second bullet still inside of them? Thus leaving only one bullet at the scene of the crime?
Yes. I guess that's how it would work.
But there's a problem with that. The other two people rescued from that elevator. Miles Edgeworth and Yanni Yogi were both unharmed. So that would mean...
The murderer came from outside. Yes. Two men fight inside the elevator, trying to stop them. The boy picks up the pistol at his feet and throws it. The pistol discharges, and the bullet goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside. The boy loses consciousness. Then the murderer opens the elevator door and sees the men inside.
Mr. Wright, you are truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I've ever known. I can tell you're grasping, yet I cannot deny the possibility of what you say.
What are you saying? Deny it! Deny it! No one involved with the incident was wounded! There was no murder!
No one was wounded at the time of the incident? He's right. I can't think of anyone.
Hey Nick!
Huh?
I just thought of something real crazy.
Crazy?
Remember what Mr. Grossberg said yesterday?
Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record.
Well,
It must have been quite a shock for Von Kramer. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in many years of prosecuting.
what if Von Karma didn't take that vacation because of shock, but took it because he was injured? Which would mean
It could only mean one thing.
he was the murderer in the DL6 incident!
He was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth.
It was Von Karma!
Oh man.
Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You seem dazed.
No, Your Honor.
Well, you have indicated the possibility that the murderer came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect?
Uh-oh. Should I come out and say it now? Might as well. Your Honor, there is a suspect. One lone suspect.
Well, this is certainly interesting news. Very well, Mr. Wright. Who is your suspect?
My hands are shaking.
What?
Von Karma.
Von Karma? You mean me, Von Karma? The prosecutor? The one standing right over there? You don't object?
I see no need to. Why honor this ridiculous outburst with my objection?
Because you took a vacation for several months starting the day after the incident. Yet, you pride yourself on a perfect record. Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason?
So you're claiming that I took a vacation to heal my injury from the incident? Fascinating. Prove it. I would have needed surgery, no? Where did I go under the knife at, Mr. Wright? Bring the doctor that operated on me. I will testify.
Nick! Let's find out who his doctor is!
No use.
Edgeworth?
I know Von Karma, perhaps too well. He's perfect. He wouldn't leave any clues. He probably didn't undergo surgery. That will leave a doctor as a witness.
Nobody's that perfect.
So, what, Nick? Did Von Karma pull the bullet out by himself? That's insane!
No, he couldn't have. You can't just pull bullets out of yourself. Unless you're like Wolverine. Wait. What does that mean? That bullet has to be somewhere. But where?
Well, Mr. Wright, can you produce evidence to prove that I was shot?
Fine, I'll show you some evidence. Alright, Von Karma, I'll prove it. And I'll even use evidence. I know how much you like it so.
What?
The evidence that proves that Von Karma was shot is... Von Karma is perfect. He wouldn't risk surgery, leaving an evidence trail. So then, I ask, where's that bullet now? I think it unlikely that Von Karma performed surgery on himself.
You don't mean...
I do. There is a possibility that the bullet is still inside Von Karma.
Is that even possible? For all these years?
Well, there's one way to find out. We could use this metal detector. Well, Von Karma, I'm going to run this over you and see what we find. We got him!
I refuse! You refuse? But refusing this means... You acknowledge that the bullet is still inside you? Order!
Your Honor, the defense requests that we be allowed to use the metal detector.
Sons, I call for suspension of this trial. This is an invasion of privacy.
Objection!
The statute of limitations runs out on this case today. It was you who said we had to end it right here, right now.
No! I permit the use of the metal detector. Mr. Von Karma, you will submit yourself to testing.
Nick! What does this mean?
I don't know, but we have to give it a shot.
My ears. Ah!
And reacted. Something inside his right shoulder. The bullet!
Mr. Von Karma?
You. It was you.
I was afraid this would happen. And so, I remained silent. Indeed, there is a bullet in my shoulder. However, it has nothing to do with this incident.
What?
I was shot in the shoulder long before the DR6 incident. I claim that the bullet in my shoulder has no relation to DR6.
But, Mr. Von Karma, can you prove that?
Prove? I have no obligation to prove anything. It is Mr. Oh, no. It is Mr. Wright who must prove something here. Not I.
Mr. Wright? Well, can you prove it? Can you prove that the bullet Von Karma that the bullet in Von Karma's shoulder was from DL6?
Of course he can't. You don't have any evidence. Any of the DR6 evidence.
That's because you took it out of the records room yesterday.
With no proof, you cannot convict me of any crime. So sorry, Mr. Wright.
No. I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Von Karma.
What?
You were close. One day away from freedom. But you see, I have proof.
What?
Who would have thought you would dig your own grave trying to convict Edgeworth? I can link that bullet in your shoulder to the DL6 incident. And here's my final proof. Bullet.
Take that!
What? A bullet?
Where did you get that?
This is the bullet used in the DL6 incident. This was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth. The bullet is preserved quite nicely with all the ballistic markings intact.
Ballistic markings.
You may recall the term. It came up in the first trial 2 days ago. Hello, welcome in, Kintron. How you doing?
Ballistic markings are the fingerprints of a weapon. All bullets fired from a gun are marked with that weapon's unique pattern. By examining the markings, you can tell which weapon fired the bullet. It's quite accurate.
We have 2 bullets in our possession. One, the bullet removed from Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other, Mr. Von Karma, is the bullet buried in your shoulder. We could analyze both the bullets. Then, if the markings matched, we would know that both bullets had been fired from the same gun. The very same pistol. In other words, the murder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth. Mr. Von Karma, you will let us remove the bullet from your shoulder. Then we'll compare the ballistic markings to those on this bullet. And solve this case once and for all. Well, Mr. Von Karma,
That scream. I've heard that scream before. Wait, I know.
Help! I can't breathe.
Quiet, I said quiet.
How many times do I gotta read this? I'm just gonna... There's the scream.
It's that scream I heard in the elevator. 15 years ago. On camera! It was you who screamed. Mr. Von Gamma? Only you would dare defy me. So, it was you.
Whoa!
Okay. You and your father are my curse! Your father shamed me with a penalty on my record! And you let a scar on my shoulder that would never fade! I bury you with my dead hands! Death!
Jeez! "15 years earlier."
Chief Prosecutor, I am sorry.
Long time up. It's not like you to make this kind of error. I never thought that Edgeworth would be the one to catch you.
I was careless.
I'm sorry, but you will have to be penalized. I've covered for you in the past, but not this time.
Edgeworth!
It was a shock like none had ever known.
Oh. Me? Penalized? It took hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly, I found myself in the darkness. I was in the court records room. I must have wandered in there without thinking where I was going. The room was pitch black. The lights must have gone out. I went out into the hall and felt my way to the elevator. I pressed the button, but nothing happened. Then, there was a noise. I was in pain! A horrible burning pain in my shoulder. Just then, the lights came back on. The elevator door was opened before my very eyes. The 3 people inside are lying unconscious from oxygen deprivation. Much to my surprise, a pistol lay at my feet. I knew then it was destiny. In his last moments, Gregory Edgeworth was still unconscious. He died never knowing who had shot him. Later he spoke through a medium, blaming Mr. Yogi. He was fooled. It was the perfect crime.
I shall be right back. Alright, sorry about that. Let us get back to the game.
Who would have thought another man would have come to open that elevator door? Judge! What? What are you doing? Do your job. Bring an end to this miserable charade. Now, end it. Very well.
At least he's accepting it. But dang, he didn't have to, like, bash his head into the wall.
It appears that we have come to a very long way to the end of this maze. 15 years later. Mr. Miles Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor. You are innocent. You are innocent. As you said, it was all a nightmare. Yes, Your Honor. This court finds the defendant, Miles Edgeworth,
Not guilty! Yay!
That is all. This court is adjourned.
December 28th, 5:38 p.m. District Court. Defendant Lobby number 2.
Nick! Nick! We did it! Did you see his face? From Connor looked even paler than usual. He's pretending to be all cool, but inside you crushed him, Nick! Crushed! I gotta say, I'm impressed!
It was pretty close, though. I was sure we'd had it.
I know! I was on the verge of tears the whole time myself! But now it's all just a good memory!
So, it's finally over, Edgeworth.
Right.
Yeah?
I'm not sure how to say this.
I know! Try thank you!
I see. Thank you, Wright.
You're welcome!
I think he could have done better than that!
Sorry. I'm not good at this sort of thing.
You got a lot to learn, Edgeworth!
She's got you there.
Whoa! Amazing, pal! You pulled through just like I thought you would. Never forget this. I owe you, pal. And tonight, let's party. Dinner's on me. Yeah, my salaries went down a bit this month. But who cares?
See, Mr. Edgeworth? You should take a lesson from Detective Gumshoe! And that's how you say thank you!
I see. Whoa. I feel foolish.
Don't worry! Take it a little at a time! You'll get used to it!
It's been 15 years since I've seen Edgeworth this unguarded.
Where y'all? What up?
Y'all were great in there. Thank you.
Yo, Edgeworth! Congrats!
Thank y'all very much.
I knew you were innocent from the start, of course.
Just look at you. You wouldn't stick your hand in the cookie jar even know one was there.
You were the witness on the first day of the trial, weren't you?
Yeah, way bygones be bygones, eh?
Speaking of which, what are you doing now, Lotta?
Who, me? Oh, I went back to college. I gave up trying to be an investigative photographer pretty quick.
Really? That's too bad.
Huh? Isn't that the hot dog guy from the park?
It's over, Nick! My life! It's over!
Why the sad face, Larry? What happened now?
Oh, Nick! I'm not long for this world!
You don't look sick.
It's Beyonce! She's going to live in Paris! Paris, Nick! She's leaving me behind!
Should have seen that coming.
You, Edgy! There you are!
Yes, you're right out.
Congrats, Edgy! Here's a little gift from me in the celebration.
Celebration? That's unusual for you.
Harry Betts! You come along tonight too! My treat, pal!
Huh? Thanks! Looking forward to it. Yo, Nick! What's the suit that questioned me? What he says, treat. That's not police talk for prison food.
I think you'll be fine, Larry.
Right.
Yeah? What's up?
That envelope that Larry gave me, it's got money in it.
Well, yeah, that's not strange. People give money away to celebrate sometimes.
It's $38, right?
What a weird amount. I mean, it's not a little, but it's not a lot either. 38 exactly?
Wasn't that the exact amount of lunch money that was stolen from Mr. Edgeworth in school?
$38? No. No! Larry, it was you!
What are you surprised about, Wright? Larry was absent that day from school, right? That doesn't automatically rule him out as a suspect.
What?
Think back to that day, 15 years ago. Larry took the day off, but he was bored, so he came into school anyway. Then he saw the money lying there, and the rest is history.
I never was good at history.
Edgeworth? You didn't know? Did you?
I suspect you. I just couldn't picture Larry protecting you like he did that day. Everyone else was saying you did it. The whole class was against you. Remember?
Yeah. Oh, too well.
Right. You may not know this, but we used to have a saying back in school. When something smells, it's usually the boss.
I know!
Really, Wright. I'm surprised you didn't figure it out.
Well, this sure is an unexpected turn of events, eh?
Edgeworth?
You should have told me!
No, Nick.
It was 15 years ago! Don't you think the statute of limitations has run out, Mr. Edgeworth?
I'd say so, yes.
There you have it! Where does that leave me? I became a defense attorney because of what you two did!
Well, you've always been something of an insufferable emotionalist.
Yeah! And you got worked up too easily, too! Death! Death sentence for both of you! Man, if only I had known, I'd have become a prosecutor!
The same goes for me, only the other way around. For the longest time, I thought that I might have killed my own father. Though I might be a criminal. I thought I might be a criminal. I became a prosecutor in part to punish myself. If I had known the truth, I might have become a defense attorney as well. Edgeworth. Want to switch, Wright?
Hey, yo! Line up, I'll take a photo!
Hey, photo time! Let's go!
And after that, dinner on me!
Oh. Detective Gumshoe took us out to the town that night. We celebrated Edgeworth's newfound freedom, even though Edgeworth himself was still in detention. December 29th, 5:02 a.m. Wright & Co. law offices. Whoa! I went a little overboard yesterday. I'm gonna save. I don't want to go through that again. My head hurts. It's still only 5. Maybe I should go back to sleep. What's this? A letter?
Good morning, Nick. You were really impressive yesterday. Seeing you... it made me think about what I'm doing here. I'm a spirit medium. In training, of course. I wanted to help Mr. Edgeworth, too. I wanted to help you. But I couldn't. I was useless. So, I decided to go back to my training. I'll become a full-fledged spirit medium, for starters. I couldn't say it to your face, so I left this letter. Goodbye, Nick.
Goodbye? What time is it? First trains for the mountains have already left. To the station. I guess I'm too late.
Hey! Nick!
Maya! So, you're leaving?
Yeah. It's hard being a spirit medium who can't talk to spirits. And... I think you'll do fine without me, Nick. Be good, okay?
Hold it!
Wait!
What?
I never could have saved Edgeworth without your help.
Huh?
On the last day of the trial, I heard her. I heard Mia's voice.
You heard my sister?
Yes, only her voice, but still. It was at the very end when I thought we'd lost everything.
Well, that's my sister for you. Detective Gumshoe helped, and Mr. Grossberg, and even Larry. I'm the only one who couldn't help. I was useless, Nick.
But you're the one who stopped Von Karma, Maya.
Huh? I didn't do anything! All I did was wander around in a daze.
Sorry, but I have evidence that'll help you.
Evidence?
Show Maya some evidence to cheer her up. Probably the bullet, because she was holding on to it.
Take that!
A bullet?
Von Karma was convinced he had taken all of the evidence pertaining to the DL6. But you were the one who rescued the last piece of evidence we needed. This was the bullet that put an end to Von Karma. And you're the one who gave it to me.
Nick?
Thanks, Maya. I couldn't have done it without you.
I'll be back soon.
Hmm?
I'm going to complete my training and come back.
Okay. I'll be waiting.
Of course you will. You can't run an office by yourself. You're helpless.
I don't know about that.
Well, this is it. See you soon.
Oh. See you soon, Maya. Aww.
Thanks, Nick.
And so my story ends. Time to turn a new page. And say goodbye to the Novus defense attorney that I once was. Now, a new story begins. The same old crazy cast of characters.
Don't think you've guaranteed yet. Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to rethink that claim?
Yes, Your Honor. Uh-oh, I got a bad feeling about this. Credits time. I'm gonna hide myself, just to watch this.
Hey, pal! Mr. Edgeworth came down to the precinct to wish me a happy birthday.
Whoa, Detective Gumshoe.
Then he hung his head, but Boone went right back. Kind of like he was embarrassed or something. Strange, huh?
Well, Nick, haven't seen him yet. Who, me? I've been working at Chaston. That Macy's a real nice lady.
I can't read it that fast.
Oh, right. Yeah, I remember him. You know, not to ring my own bell, I sort of told him. I'm sure he's grateful.
Phoenix Wright. The defense attorney from whom I wrote that epitaph for. Oh, you should know, I've taken over management of the...
I'm just gonna try my best to read this.
Here. Oh, it's you. Phoenix Wright? Yes, me as understudy. I was wondering, the days of my youth like the scent of fresh lemon, you see?
So I guess Maya's going around asking how Phoenix is.
Phoenix, right? Is he an actor? Well, I'm not buying it. You can't
I'm pleased to announce the Pink Princess is a hit! I'm sure that Mr. Wright is great too. I wouldn't want to ruin any kid's dreams, you know.
Oh, I got a letter from Maya the other day. It sounds like he caught a cold. I want to visit, but I don't have time. She says she can't buy them where she is. What kind of place is she living in anyway?
Right? Who's that? You wanna talk? Let's talk Pink Princess, alright? But you know, I snuck into the studio the other day. And I saw the one inside the Pink Princess costume. What a dog! Kind of a shock for a boy my tender weight. Yeah, I don't give it a rat. That lawyer guy. Huh? Me? I'm a trained comparative photographer. You know, picture books and everyone. Well, just behind there was a ghost. Hooray! Now that's talent. I'm gonna be famous.
Feel like we're getting pretty close here.
Meow.
Oh, look at them all. And that's it for now. So what I'm planning on doing is probably taking a bit of a break. At least for now. And we'll get back to it. Yeah. Alright, let me show myself again. Oh no! Is that 3D animation? 2 murderers? What? Why is it loud? What the heck? It's been 2 months since Maya left the office. 2 months without a single trial. I've had offers, but none I took. That's what it is. Until the day that girl showed up. And I'm going to save here. Man. We'll have to get back to this next time. So let us head over to the crypt. Alright. So I've decided to put up a poll over on my channel, my YouTube channel, to see what we do during our break. I know it's probably not going to take forever, but like, we will definitely get back to the trilogy. Just, I feel like people have been getting a little bit tired of Ace Attorney. Alright. Well, let us see who there is to raid. Oh my, such the variety. You know, I actually don't think we've raided Goosey Goblin, another one of my friends. They're a little bit more on the mature side, but if you are fine with that, let's head on over there. Right now, it looks like they're doing animals, aquariums, and zoos. Sounds interesting. Oh, looks like he's showing off his pet. All right, well, let's start at this raid. So, with that being said, thank you guys. I will see all of you next time. Bye-bye!